Hey everyone, welcome back to the... I almost said the vlog in a minute, but that's not true. Since last time... this is Let's Play Pokemon Blue with me, John Garcia, in case you didn't know. Since last time, I went and, let me turn the volume up. Boom, there we go. Love this music. I went and I fought all the trainers on that last floor just to save some time, because, you know, it gets kind of repetitive being up a bunch of trainers, Ghastlies, and occasionally Haunters over and over. I mean, come on, 3 Ghastlies in a row. Really, there's not enough diversity in Ghost-type Pokemon. So what I'm going to talk about today, besides playing Pokemon, is, I haven't decided, so I'm just going to talk about whatever comes to mind. Oh, you confuse me. Why do you work? Okay. Okay, what's weird about the ghost type, I guess I'll just talk about ghosts. The weird thing about ghost types, in this game, there are 2 ghost type attacks. One is Nightshade, as previously hinted. Sorry, I coughed. As previously hinted, and by which I mean, by hinted I mean, you know, I explicitly stated, Ghost, a Nightshade does as much damage as HP or as much HP damage as the level you are. Blah, 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 blah. I can't talk. Why am I unable to talk? Come on. Don't be so confused, Indiana. Just heard it. That doesn't matter about, you know, type effectiveness or anything. One of the other moves is Confuse Ray, which again doesn't matter on type effectiveness because it just confuses the opponent. Although I think it's more accurate than Supersonic, so it's the best confusing move in the game as far as I know. In later games, there's another confusing move, but it has a certain drawback to it. So I'd say Confuse Ray might still be the best confusing move. I don't know. It just depends on your play style. Yeah, I think I'm still confused, so I wasn't paying attention. So I'm just gonna send out... No, Johnson. I was gonna say Indiana. The other ghost move is Lick. Lick is a phenomenally weak attack. It has a chance of paralysis. I don't know why you would be paralyzed by someone licking you. I would just be like, gross. You're gross. Don't lick me. I mean, I wouldn't be paralyzed from it. I would just be grossed out. Okay, the thing is, Ghost type in this game is supposed to. It's explicitly stated in the anime as being, the type to defeat Psychic. Psychic being the most powerful type in the game, bar none. This is because the only types that are supposed to be, we'll get into Psychic more. Actually, I have an idea for a future episode about the Psychic type, when we fight more Psychic type Pokemon. But the thing is, Lick is supposed to be super effective against Psychic types. Instead, they're immune. What? How do you mess that up, programmers? Come on, this is what I mean when I say this game is not the best game in the Pokemon series. And I don't mean that to say that Red is a better game. I don't know. I prefer Blue, I think, just because I like... The only difference really is what Pokemon are in each version. So, yeah. Whoa, did something just happen? Oh no, never mind. I thought my recording just messed up. It didn't, though, hopefully. The thing is, Ghost is supposed to be good against other Ghost types. Normal type Pokemon are immune to Ghost type attacks, just like Ghost types are immune to normal type attacks. And so Lick doesn't work on them. Nightshade still does, though. It always does. And in the future games, I'm almost entirely sure it does too. But Lick, strangely enough, yeah, Lick, I think it is super effective against ghosts, and this can be an annoying item because if you don't have enough room in your inventory, you can't get past it. Now, remember how I was telling you last episode about that ghost that I kept that you keep encountering here if you don't have a Sylph Scope? Well, here's where you're gonna encounter it either way. Ghost appeared! That ghost looks so happy, though. And evil. Okay, so apparently the story is Cubone, a Pokemon who's rare here, and is one of my favorite Pokemon, but unfortunately I guess we're not going to see it in this playthrough. It was originally actually going to be called Orphan. Oh, by the way, I learned Acid and got rid of Sleep Powder because I never used it, even though in future games Sleep Powder is much better than Stun Spore, but because of Wrap, I kept Stun Spore. But you can't capture this Marowak, by the way. Oh, that's weird. That should not be super effective. Ground is super effective against poison, but it's not very effective against grass. But this game is messed up as far as type advantage goes. You can't catch that Marowak because it's a ghost, and the ghost still has in its code that you can't catch it. But the Cubone's a really sad Pokemon because it wears a skull on its head, and their explanation for that is that its mom died, and it wears her skull. Don't ask me how that makes any sense, but that's their explanation. And what I gotta say is, every Cubone's mom died? I mean, because that Cubone's mom died. Yes, because, spoiler alert, that Cubone's mom was killed by the rockets. I'm pretty I don't know if they actually say that explicitly or not. But like, other Cubones. I mean, there's more than one Cubone. There's obviously more than one Cubone. I mean, you can go on catching Cubones all day if you want. I mean, you're gonna run into a bunch of Ghastlies, but you know what I mean. And you can, you know, in future games breed Zubats. This game, you know, a lot of it just makes no sense. Plus, that's just so sad. It's like, it wears its mom's skull on its head. That's the Pokemon we're gonna make. A dinosaur that wears its mom's skull on its head. And then you can evolve it into that mom, so it can die and depress her children. Who came up with... that's the backstory you come up with to make little children cry. And you know what? I bet it did. I bet every little child who played this game... By the way, speaking of awful sprites, look at that Golbat. That's the scariest thing in the entire world. Those eyes, that mouth, that screech. My defense is greatly falling. Sorry about that. I just had a dramatic moment. But yes, Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt! I don't know why I said it like that, don't even ask. Interesa grew a level also means I kinda have to keep him from evolving. Her? Nah, whatever. So I don't get Cubone. Cubone's, you know, but it's a cool Pokemon. I mean, it uses a bone to hit people on the head. That's why it's one of my favorites. It has a cool design. Oh yeah, after every time you beat a rocket, they just walk away slowly, and it's annoying because it takes a long time. Grumble, grumble. Actually, this is a pretty good dungeon. I mean, okay, no, this is a pretty bad dungeon because almost all the wild Pokemon are the same, and all of the trainers until you get to the rockets are the same. The boss is really easy if you have a Pokemon that's super effective against it, which you should have a grass or water Pokemon by now. Excuse me. I yawned. I mean, I burped. Same thing. Even then, you fight some Team Rocket members who are only about as strong as the one that you fought in Celadon City. So, like, what's the point there? I was gonna say I like the dungeon because it has good music, and I like it because it has that healing point in the middle, which is so useful. And I wish more games would have that kind of thing. Uh-oh. Are we gonna have time to beat this guy before my time runs out? Oh my. You might have to see some of my recording process, because I might have to go real quick and change. Actually, no, I'll just probably like take a pause break, and it'll be hard for me to edit, but whatever! I do it for you. Everything I do, Michael, I do it all for you! Okay, that was cheesy. Anyway, yeah, we've already run into Drowsies before, but, you know, I'll talk more about Psychic-type later. Believe me, you guys, for those of you not familiar with this game, you will see eventually why Psychic-type is so overpowered. I mean, you're already seeing it, because look at this. This Drowsy, like, is destroying my Meowth. And my Meowth should be destroying it, because it's so much higher level. Yes! Yeah, bite! Okay. I'm gonna take a quick pause break, and then, be right back to continue the episode, because I'm doing longer episodes! Go away. Yeah, good for making money, right. Yeah, stay out of my business, you jerk. Okay, you guys, I'm back. Let me just fight this other rocket. Sorry, I had to do something really quick so that I could make this episode, long. The future episodes won't have pause breaks because they're really hard for me to edit, and I'm lazy. I'm sorry, you guys. Oh, Vinterice is still hurt. I forgot to heal. Why did I use Bubble Beam Thunderbolt? It's super effective. Come on, John Garcia, get your head in the game. Gotta get your head in. I promise not to sing any more High School Musical songs. This episode. Okay. Anyway, this is, again, Team Rocket has a nefarious plan, but again, they don't ever tell you what it is. They killed Cubone's mother for the plan, and I mean, soon they'll reveal exactly what they're doing, but they don't say why! This just annoys me that Team Rocket's out to make money, apparently, but, let's see, they get money from their little game corner. And, why there's an evil crime syndicate, behind it, I don't know. Why does there need to be an evil crime syndicate? I can't say that word! But, why does there need to be an evil crime syndicate behind a casino? Why can't it just be a casino? I don't know. They could just make just as much money. I mean, seriously. I don't understand the point of Team Rocket. They're just there. They're just a spare guy, you know? References. Do you guys get my references? I like my references. See, here's the thing. I'm gonna stick out Vinterice, but we're gonna have to listen to some of that doo-doo, doo-doo. It's really annoying and I hate it. I can't wait until I don't play this game and I play later. They don't actually, for a long time, give you games where they don't make that annoying noise. That's not until the current generation of games, at least in, like, 2011, so, get used to that. You're not getting away with this, he says, and he walks away. Just walks away. I mean, come on, haven't you ever heard of a gun? Mr. Fuji is the guy they kidnapped, apparently. No, they didn't kidnap him, because he came there anyway. Wait, okay, cause and effect. Team Rocket came up here, to hold Mr. Fuji hostage, right? And Mr. Fuji came here to calm the ghost, which, by the way, he failed to calm. He came here to calm the ghost, which Team Rocket killed. So Team Rocket came here to kidnap the guy who was here because Team Rocket killed... When did Team Rocket kill... This game makes no sense. Okay, so here's the thing. We got a quest item from that, and this is actually a useful item. Like, not only because it opens up future areas, but because, like, you can use it in battle. Whoa, crazy idea. I'm not going to care about the X accuracy. Just to be honest, I'm never going to use it. So I'm just going to put it in there. Make the jokes. Go ahead, make the jokes. I walked right into that one. Sylph Scope, we're also depositing. But it's still, even though the ghost, you calmed the ghosts of Marowak, it still will be there if you go there without a Sylph Scope. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's because the game programmers were too lazy or inefficient, or they just didn't have enough space to put that in. That's the thing. I mean, like, as much as I love this game, it's got huge faults. Gigantic thoughts. Oh, thoughts? Faults. Okay, I'm gonna do one more, which way do I want to go? Yeah, I'll just go the quick route. There's one thing we can do with that Poke Flute. If you remember, I don't even know if I showed it, so you probably don't remember. I'm gonna get on the bike to save some time. Unfortunately, my select button doesn't work on this emulator, so I can't, like, move the bike to like a top of the list so I can use it all the time, but whatever. The Pokeflute in battle will wake your sleeping Pokemon. Outside of battle, I don't know if it, or outside of battle, it is useful though for other things. Let's get Smitty out front there. I think Smitty will be good because we want to capture this Pokemon. You see the sleeping Pokemon blocking your path? Yeah, what a jerk. You can't just use an Awakening on it. No, that would be too... Actually, I'm never going to use the Awakening either, because it wakes up your sleeping Pokemon, and in battle, the Pokeflute awakens your sleeping Pokemon. Well, I didn't think of that. Oh well, I'll just use... I don't know. I'll sort my items off screen. That's not for you guys to see in this extra super long episode. Hopefully this doesn't come back and bite me, because it's going to be, like, too long, and it's not going to be, you know, able to, like, it's going to take forever to process or upload or something. I mean, it already takes forever to upload if I use my... Okay, you've just witnessed the greatest attack in all of Pokemon. There is never going to be a better attack than that attack that this Snorlax just used, Amnesia. This is the reason you don't want to attack Snorlax with... Oh, yeah! What? What? How did you even do that? Oh my god! Okay, this is the reason you don't want to attack Snorlax with special aligned attacks. Amnesia greatly raises his special. Not just raises it. Basically, when you raise your stat, you raise it usually by 50%. But Amnesia raises your stat by 2 stages, meaning this Snorlax just doubled its special. Not just its special defense, because in this game, specials both for attack and defense. Though this Snorlax just basically got twice as powerful, and here's why Snorlax is annoying. Because it will rest and regain health, and then you have to weaken it all over again, and I'm not going to be able to weaken it enough with those weak... Maybe I can just hope to freeze it with Ice Beam? I mean, even that's not gonna... Because it's not gonna... See, look at this. Indiana's Mighty? Yeah. Because Snorlax has used Amnesia 3 times in 3 moves. Snorlax's special attack and defense have tripled. Tripled! His special attack and special defense are now higher than Indiana's probably ever will. Well, not ever will be. He's only level 30. Wow, so despite my precautions, I still didn't put up enough time for all the time that I would talk, so the audio cut off, but basically what happened is, I froze the Snorlax, because when you're frozen, that's broken too. I can use the brokenness of this game as much as this game can cheat against me, and that Snorlax basically couldn't do anything for the rest of the fight, couldn't rest, so I got it with a Great Ball. I named it Tanner after one of my friends, because I was like, I need to name this after a friend, but I didn't want to insult anybody, and Tanner is ridiculously skinny. So I named a fat Pokemon after him. Anyway, bye.